one important problem under the chapter income from house property, where vacancy period is given. See, when vacancy period is given, what we have to do? See, 4 houses are there. Out of these 4 houses, in 3 houses vacancy period is given. So when vacancy period is given, what we have to do, that is what I am going to explain today. Now here in this problem, rent received is given. It is not rent receivable, rent received andre ಒಂದು ವರ್ಷದ total amount of rent. Now total rent whatever is received is given. For us what is important is whether that rent is received or it is given on per month basis. Now monthly rent, if they give monthly rent kotre, like monthly rent 5,000 they will give. So 5,000 into 12 we are going to do. In that case, if there is vacancy period, see, listen carefully, when monthly rent is given and vacancy period is given, in that case we are avoiding those number of months. Andre, like for example 3 months are vacant. In that case we will multiply it by 9. 5,000 into 9 we will do. When we are doing that, when monthly rent is given. But now here rent received is given. When rent received is given, you have one small procedure to follow. You have to find out if the house is let out for a whole year, what amount of rent you will get. That is what you have to find out. And if that amount is higher, and because of vacancy, if the house was let out for a lower amount of rent, then whatever amount of rent received is there, that itself we will consider as gross annual value. Again listen carefully, when total rent received is given and vacancy period is given, in that case because of vacancy period we are receiving less amount of interest. In that case, that amount and expected rent you have to compare, and in that case if expected rent is more also, we are considering rent received itself as a gross annual value. We will see this problem. First problem we will see, first house we will see in this problem. First house, see, annual municipal value, fair rental value is there. When you compare these two, highest one is annual municipal value 30,000. That amount and standard rent when you compare, lowest one you have to consider, so that will be 30,000. Now you have one amount, that is 30,000, one more you have rent received 27,000. So if vacancy period information was not there, in that case what we are supposed to do is, vacancy period illde idre, in that case we will consider 30,000 as gross annual value. It is over, solution is over. But here, since vacancy period is there, we are supposed to calculate some, we are supposed to do some calculation. So that calculations will do. See here, the rent received is for how many months? For 9 months. So based on this you have to calculate monthly rent. So my monthly rent will be, yes, monthly rent I have to calculate. My monthly rent will be 27,000 divided by, yes, 27,000 divided by 9. 9 I have to do. So 9 when I do, I will get 3,000 as my monthly rent, correct? So if the house was let out for 12 months, then what will be my monthly rent? So I have to calculate for 12 months into 12 is equal, so in that case my monthly rent will come up to 36,000. So because house was vacant, it is let out for a lower rent and you have received less amount of return. So in this particular case, my gross annual value will be 27,000 and it is not, my gross annual value will be 27,000 and it is not 30,000. So you have to be careful here, you have to be clear here, it is 27,000 because of vacancy period I will get this particular differences. Vacancy period iruva karana I am receiving 27,000, otherwise I would have received 36,000. So that is why whatever rent received is there, that itself is my gross annual value. About this I have told you at the time of explaining the theory. but this is the procedure we are going to follow actually. So my gross annual value will be 27,000. From that gross annual value, I am deducting one deduction, that is municipal tax. There are no any other deduction. I will arrive at annual value 24,000 ಬರ್ತದೆ. 24,000 ಮೇಲೆ 30% standard deduction I have to do. No interest on housing loan is given in this for this house, because some information is there regarding the interest on loan, but that is related to third house. So that's why this information is not at all useful for us. So 30% standard deduction if I do, whatever answer I will get, that will be my final answer. Yes, fine. So that is related to first house. Second house, we will see to the second house. In case of second house, annual municipal value and fair rental value, when you compare, 21,000 is higher one, 21 and 18 when you compare, 18 is the lowest one, 18 and 16 we have to compare, 18 is the highest one. So that will be my gross annual value. Now whatever adjustment we did for previous house, it will not be applicable here. Main reason is vacancy period is nil, vacancy period is not there, so it is not applicable here. Next house we will see, there is one vacancy period, here will work out. So 12,000, 18,000, highest one is 18,000, 18,000 and 21,000, lowest is 18,000. Now 18,000 and 15,400, in normal case which amount we have to consider? 18,000 we have to consider. Now we will see how it will happen. See, here the house was vacant for only 1 month. 1 month it was vacant. So we will consider how it will work out in this particular case. 15,400 is the amount of yes, it is the amount of rent. 15,400, 15,400, it was vacant for 1 month, only for 1 month. That means divided by 11 if I do, I will get the monthly rent. So how much I will get? 1,400 will be my monthly rent. I will multiply it by 12. When I multiply it by 12, I will get an answer of rupees 16,800. See here, 16,800 is less than 18,000. So 18,000 is the highest value here. So that's why we are not considering 15,400, but we are going to consider 18,000 as our gross annual value. So 18,000, how we are working out for normal calculation, in the same way we are doing it here. So 18,000 will be my gross annual value. From the gross annual value, one deduction is there, municipal tax, but here in this case municipal tax we cannot deduct because it is not at all paid. Paid madidara? Pay madlilla. So it is not paid. When it is not paid, in the sense we cannot consider it as a deduction. So it is not allowable as deduction. So we will arrive at annual value. From annual value, there are two deduction. One is 30% standard deduction, one more is interest on loan. So there is one interest on housing loan in this particular house. If you can see here, for the construction of third house, he borrowed 2,50,000 at 12% per annum. 1/8/2015, that house it was borrowed on 1/8/2015. Work was completed on 31st/10/2017. So I have to calculate, so that amount is still pending, it is outstanding. 2.5 ಲಕ್ಷದಲ್ಲಿ 50,000 ಮಾತ್ರ ಪೇ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾನೆ. Only 50,000 he has paid, 2 lakh is pending. So in respect of fourth house, 1 month, that is later we will see. So here our pre-construction period will start on 1/8/2015 and it will end on 31st/3/2017. So our pre-construction period, it will start from when it will start 1/8/2015 it will start, and from there it will go up to till which time. So just to see here, it will be 31st/10/2017. the year immediately, the immediate closing year prior to this year we have to consider 31st/3/2017 will be my pre-construction period. So this will be my pre-construction period. So now how many? Yes, 1/8/2015 to 31st 3 2017 it is. Yes, again we'll write 31st 3 2017. So that will be my pre-construction period. So when during this period is called as pre-construction period. So if I get the final how many months you have to calculate, so is equal to how many months it is. Yes, we have to calculate here 20 months it is. 20 months will be the period. So 20 months will be pre-construction period interest period. So I will so when we are doing the calculation, it will be something like this. My pre-construction period, it will start from 1/8/2015, it will end on 31st 3 2017 of 20 months. So this will be my pre-construction period. Now yes, this will be my pre-construction period. Now I know it is 20 months. So how I will do the calculation, that is important here. So ಹೇಗೆ calculation ಬರ್ತದೆ, it will be 2,50,000, that is the amount 2,50,000 into 2,50,000 into 12% it is, into 12% into how many months, 20 divided by 12. 20 divided by 12 I have to do, then I will get how much I will get, 50,000 I will get, 50,000 I will get as an answer. This is not my pre-construction period interest actually. Yeah, this is my pre-construction period interest, but this is not the amount I am supposed to deduct. What I have to deduct is 50,000 divided by 5. That means 10,000 will be the amount what I have to consider for deduction purpose. So for pre-construction period interest, it will be 10,000. 10,000 I have to consider as pre-construction period interest, and current year's interest also I have to consider. If you need, you have to write down this somewhere, where directly will calculate the solution later. So that is the thing. Then current year interest we have to see, because 2 lakh was outstanding. So 2 lakh into 12% we have to do. 2 lakh 12% means it will be 24,000. Yes, 24,000. So 34,000 will be our interest on loan. You will deduct it from the available amount. So we will get the answer for house number 3. Yes, so that is for house number 3. Now we will consider for one more house, that is fourth house. See, when it comes to fourth house, 12,000, 20,000, highest one is 20,000, that and standard rent 18,000 is lowest. 18 and 17 I have to compare now. I have to see whether there is a vacancy period. There is one month of vacancy period. See there, 1 month vacancy period is there, and some other information is available there. See, in respect of fourth house, 1 month rent is unrealized. Andre ava kodlilla. That means the person who is sitting in that house, he had not paid. The claim was genuine and satisfied the condition. So the amount of money received is for 10 months. So this is 10 month rent. 17,000 is a 10 month rent. I have to calculate now. So my calculation will be 17,000 means, yeah, 17,000 means it will be yeah, 17,000 17,000 divided by 10 means 1,700. It will be 1,700 into 12 I have to do, into 12. So 20,400 it will come. What is my amount of expected rent? Expected rent is only 17,000, no, 18,000. So 18,000 is my expected rent. I cannot consider the 18,000 now. I have to consider rent received itself, because If it was let out for a full period, then we would have got some other amount of rent received. So expected rent is not, I am not considering the expected rent, but I am considering the rent received itself. So my gross annual value for this case is 17,000. So 17,000 will be my gross annual value. From gross annual value, one deduction, that is municipal tax paid, it is not given here. You will arrive at annual value 30% standard deduction. There is no interest on housing loan. So this is a thing, this is a problem. We will see to the solution now. Before that, pause the video and write down the problem. We will see to the solutions now. So before that, working note we have to calculate, that is calculation of pre-construction period interest. Calculation of pre-construction period interest. Pre-construction period interest we are going to calculate here. Yeah. So my pre-construction period, it will start on, we have calculated already, it will start on 01/8/2000, 2015. It will end on 31st/3. It will end on 31st/3/2017. That means is equal to how many months we calculated that time. It will come up to 20 months. 20 months in the sense we can do the you can solve it now. 2,50,000 into it is 25,000. 2,50,000 into what is the rate? Rate is given there in the problem. It is 12%. 12% is the rate, multiplied by 20 months divided by 12 months. So is equal to, we calculated that time, we got something 50,000, right? Yes, to 50,000 bandittu. Yes, 50,000 is the amount what we are getting. 50,000 is to be divided by 5, because we can deduct it in 5 equal installments. It will come up to 10,000. So this is the answer what we have to consider as pre-construction period interest. Now we will see to the solution now. We will see to the solution. Pause the video, write down the solution. Quickly we will see. Already I have explained all these things. Now expected rent will come up to 30,000. We cannot write the highest, in spite of being highest amount is 30,000, we cannot write to 30,000. We are writing 27,000 itself, because of vacancy we have rented it at lower rent. So that's why 27,000 minus 3,000 is a municipal tax paid, 30% standard deduction. So answer in case of first house is 16,800. 16,800 is answer for first house. Second house we can see here, that is also let out house property. Expected rent here again when we compared, there was a vacancy period, but it will not affect the problem. So 18,000 it is, less municipal taxes, we will arrive at 16,500. One is 30% standard deduction we have to deduct, no interest on housing loan. For the second house we will get an answer of rupees 11,550. Then third house was also a let out house property. Third house was let out house property. Nodi, it was 18,000, rent received was 15,400, no vacancy period. So 18,000 is the annual value what we received. Only one deduction of 30%. One more is pre-construction period interest, we worked out in working note. Then current year interest, loan was outstanding for that current year interest. So 34,000 when you deduct, you will get an answer of 39,400. So answer for when we are doing the deduction, we will get a negative balance and negative balance. So 21,400 is a negative balance where we are getting, because since it was only we had only a few we did not had a sufficient amount. List 18,000 ಇತ್ತು, ಅದರಿಂದ 34 ಡಿಡಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ we used to get when we, the deduction when we used to get, it will be 39,400. final 34,000 deduction ಬರ್ತದೆ. So total deductions will be 39,400. so final answer it will be 21,400. so fourth house we are going to see here. yes, so ಇದು ಎರಡು ಟೋಟಲ್ ಮಾಡುವಾಗ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬರ್ತದೆ 39,400. so from 18 when you deduct 39,400 you will get 21,400. next it is one more thing, fourth house expected rent 18 ಮತ್ತು 17. ಇಲ್ಲಿ 17 ಬರ್ತದೆ because it was there was a vacancy period, and because of vacancy period it was let out for a lower rent, so that's why we used to consider that amount itself, 17,000 itself. No municipal tax, only one deduction of 30% standard deduction we used to consider. so when you do that you will get a answer of 11,900, and that will be our final answer. so this is a thing what we have to consider here, and this is a solution what you have to work out. now quickly, if you have not written the problem, to write the problem I will scroll it once. See, this is a solution. You can draw up to 3 amount columns. First house, second house. Pause the video and write down the problem. Part of third house is given here. Then remaining solution. Fourth house, third house it is, and fourth house. so all the information is available. so if you have any doubt you can ask me. Please solve the problem. There's one or two problems I am going to work out. One is on composite rent, one more is this kind of section C problem. Thank you.